Hello everybody, CritCrab here with another story, this one about a DM who was paid actual money to run one of the worst games of D&D ever. Roll post. So during COVID, I haven't been able to meet up with my group as frequently as we used to. Two members of my group are medical professionals and they've been very busy as of late. Our group is rather small, so whenever they're both preoccupied, we generally can't run. As a result, I decided about 6 weeks ago to try practicing being the DM, and began running one-shots with some acquaintances I know through public groups and some online forums. About a week ago, one of the people I was running a game for invited me to DM for his group for about $20. I don't know this guy, but apparently he was really impressed with the game I was running. He couldn't attend the game due to some issues with work, but he assured me that his group would not be a problem. Oh, how wrong I was. I turned up to the house that the game was being run out of. I ring the doorbell and wait for about 5 minutes. No one comes to the door. I press the doorbell again and wait. I do hear some laughter coming from the back of the house, so I send a quick text to the guy who had arranged it. After another minute or so, the guy whose house we were meeting at opens the door and invites me in. The house is slightly unkempt, but mostly fine. We end up playing in the backyard, which isn't great since it's winter here in Sydney. Thankfully, though, I'm wearing a coat and there's a heater set up outside. Introductions are quickly exchanged and I begin the campaign that I've been given to run them through. It's a custom Forgotten Realms game and it goes tits up from the very start. The characters are a half-elf rogue with the thief subclass, a dragonborn sorcerer with the draconic soul subclass, and a human cleric with the death subclass. Out of them, only the sorcerer, who owns the house, appears to be playing nice. The other two are both competing for the role of party protagonist, and both are trying for the role of that guy. The game starts in, where else? A tavern in a town somewhere in the Deseren Valley. I begin to describe the interior when the cleric butts in.
Are there any other people?
Might I add that this guy is 13 or something and yells almost always. I calmly inform him that if he would let me finish, or even just start describing the scene, he would have noticed that there are dozens of patrons milling around the place. The thief immediately demands that he's robbing the place, pulls out his short sword and yells,
"Give me all your gold, this is a robbery."
I tell him that the instant he says that, 3 burly guards stand up from where they were drinking in the far corner. The thief retorts that I'm pulling this all out of my ass and proceeds to list off the entire contents of every NPC's inventory from memory. Apparently, he had read the entire campaign notebook. I reply that since I'm the DM, I get to change whatever I like, and politely ask if he wants to change his action. He reluctantly accepts and we move on, although he soon starts working away on his phone. The cleric proceeds to try and persuade the waitress into coming into the bathroom with him. He succeeds and he promptly breaks her neck once out of sight and pulls open the back of her dress. I'm horrified and ask what the fuck he's doing. He replies,
"Well, I'm a death cleric, so obviously death turns me on. I rape the dead barmaid."
I'm beginning to get really sick of this, and for some fucking reason I don't up and quit right there and then. There was $20 in it for me and I could always refuse to come back. I sort out the situation, allowing Cleric to have his dirty way while Thief continues playing on his phone and Sorcerer is really the only one playing. Then, pizza arrives and Thief goes to collect it. When he gets back, he proceeds to eat the entire pizza, not once offering anyone else any. The game then continues, somehow staying away from the shit of the earlier bits and running into a few hurdles, such as Thief stealing the king's horse, and Cleric trying to kill another woman to desecrate. Although I deny him his sick enjoyment this time, saying that the woman rejected his charming display of sleaziness and ran off to find her husband of 15 years. All the while, Sorcerer is the only one behaving in a commendable way and is the only other one seemingly uncomfortable with the way the other two are behaving. When the end comes, I pack up my stuff and look around for the plastic bag with the $20 in it. It has disappeared. I ask where my money's vanished to, and Thief smirks and hands me the empty pizza box. Attached is a receipt for $20. I proceed to smile, thank the Sorcerer for having me at his house, and leave while Thief cackles uncontrollably behind me. TLDR, I DM'd a game that I was told I would be paid for, endured a necrophilic player and an asshole who wouldn't stop metagaming, and then I got my pay stolen from under my nose. End post. After reading this through, I think almost everyone in this story is a younger teenager, what with the DM going through all this trouble for $20, and one half of the problem players being 13. But my favorite theory about this tale is that their regular DM is an adult who paid someone else to babysit these horrible, obnoxious kids while they took a break. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, please do leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more stories just like this one. Till next time.